What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick from ROK Music Review, and today we are talking about some news. And individual, when it's a video that gets an individual, or when it's a news story or piece that gets individual video, you know that it must be something I think is kind of significant, or that I have a little bit to say. So for this one specifically, of course I do. I think that a lot of people do, and that is the response, or the action, I guess you can say, that Big Hit Entertainment is taking against people who apparently continue to cross the lines and boundaries in regards to harassing members of BTS for whatever reasons. So just to get into this, is like, I'm not at all aware of what the situation is, what's going on, any sort of specifics or anything like that regarding the harassment that Big Hit is concerned about, and that they're going to be, working to eliminate. But I think that this is pretty significant, because I've never in 3-4 years that I've been into K-pop heard group or company do anything like this. So the important thing and the big thing, right, is to read their statement, right, which of course is translation, stuff and things. So their statement, right, which I love the intros of all these, right, which is hello, this is Big Hit Entertainment. I like how they introduce themselves like that. I don't know why, that's just interesting to me. But again, that's kind of, I think, the little translation thing that goes there, difference between languages and such. But okay, so let's get it started. First paragraph and all that stuff. We are informing you that starting from November 10th, 2016, our company will be taking strong legal action against malicious rumors, false statements, and personal attacks that are being spread online which defame BTS or Big Hits. BTS members have been experiencing difficulties with rumors and malicious comments for a long time, so we decided to firmly handle this. Big Hit Entertainment and all of the members of BTS have worked very hard to embrace all criticism and evaluations with open minds in order to grow and improve as artists. However, we have decided that it has come to a point where we can no longer overlook the behavior of netizens who consistently and habitually distort the truth and make personal attacks regarding BTS's creative work, music, activities, personal lives, and more with malicious intent. Recent information network systems and whistleblower protection laws have expedited court rulings on charges of defamation, resulting in the sentencing of imprisonment and severe penalties. In order to protect our artists' rights and interests, our company and a law firm has started the process of suing and reporting acts of creating false statements, spreading malicious posts and comments, and submitting it to the press with the intention of slander. Furthermore, we will firmly respond and take available legal action against artist defamation and cases of additional damage without making settlements from now on. Thank you. So they're pretty fucking serious, dude, guys. That is a very, very strongly, to me, of all of the statements that I've read, and things regarding companies saying we're going to be going after people who are posting hateful things and online harassment of our artists and all that stuff. Like, every single group, that every other company I've seen say that, has not been as forceful as this. And of course, I've never actually heard that any company has actually followed through with what their threats are and sued anybody. But I mean, the harassment and the criticism and all of this other stuff that they're saying is happening must be really fucking serious. It really, because it definitely makes it out to look like that. That's really it. And when you're in the the view of the public, when you're a celebrity, when you're a company, when you're music, movies, politician, Vine person, or someone who became famous on Vine, you get put under a microscope. People judge you. People have opinions that are different from what you think and want you to do different things and criticize and all that stuff, right? So you got to learn to deal with that, right? And not everybody. And of course, there's a way to say, like, I don't like this song without being hateful and aggressive about it, right? So there's a balance that's got to be made right there. But of course, the one thing that is that is definitely off lines with anything is talking about their personal lives, and just about anything with, the intent of, like, I guess, destroying them and ruining their reputation. That's bordering from somebody who dislikes something and is, vocally voicing whatever they think, whether or not they, like, actually really believe that, or they don't, and they're just trolling and trying to get people a reaction out of people. Like, when you start going in that direction where you're actually, like, harassing and, bullying people, obviously that's no good, right? You cannot have that. So it's really, really, really cool. And to see that Big Hit Entertainment has been like, look, we tried, right, to be reasonable with you guys. And I'm pretty sure that they released statements and stuff in places that didn't gain any media that I specifically saw, saying, like, you guys need to chill. You guys need to dial it down a couple notches, right? You need to be at, like, a 5. We're at like an 8 right now, or a 10. You need to be down like a 5. Just keep it on a little simmer. We don't need to be on, like, hardcore, boil. Just simmer. Just keep it simmer. You can post all your, stuff and all that stuff, but when it starts getting serious, then it's going to be a problem. And people didn't really respond. And, that's just the thing. It's like, there's lines that you don't cross, especially, and it seems that people cross those lines all the time. And it's really, to me, and you and everybody else who's, rational and sane, I think, really irritating and upsetting that, people actually do this, right? Whether it's online or even in real life too, right? It's unacceptable, and those people are, I really hesitate to say that those people are terrible people, because I don't personally know them, so that I don't want to pass any sort of judgment on that. But their actions in that instance are very, very terrible, and make them out, and by association, like, the fan base or whatever organization and group that they're associated with, then that makes those people, that gives them a bad image as well. So like, that's the thing that you got to be, aware of, right? Is that if you go onto a music video or an online community, right, and you're a fan of, like, BTS or EXO or whoever, whichever group. I'm just naming groups that just came to my mind, right? And I know that EXOLs have a pretty have a reputation for being pretty toxic. So, that was, one that's kind of relevant, I guess. So if you're a fan of EXO and you go and you post stuff on an internet forum or in the YouTube comment section, right, you gotta be aware that you're not only are you representing yourself and your thoughts and opinions, but you're also by proxy representing the fandom that you're a part of, right? And all the thousands and millions even people that follow that group and, say that that identify as that, right? So you got to be a good representative, not only for yourself, but for the rest of the group. So, don't be hateful. Don't be just, like, whatever it is that you got to say, man, but you can say it without being mean about it, I guess you can say. And, that's really what it comes down to. And, like I said, I'm glad that Big Hit is doing something, seems to be pretty serious about this, because, as I said, there's been plenty of times where companies have come out and said, we're going to be, pursuing legal action against people who have been harassing, our artist art group online, and, it's whatever. And then I'm pretty sure, and the wording of their statement was pretty soft and weak, and, yeah, okay. And then after, for me, there's been no follow-up, which is probably just kind of the result of the English news outlets that didn't think that it was important or something. But, there's that. And then there's also the kind of thing where a lot of times you see companies that just roll over when fans have a pretty large and vocal reaction for stupid things, and then the company is like, oh, we apologize, well, sorry, we'll never do that, we'll reflect upon our mistake and learn and become better. The company does that, the group does that, it's like at some point you got to stand up for yourself and like say, like, look, right, I understand, I appreciate that you feel this way, you think this way, but this is what we're doing. And what we're doing isn't wrong. And you're not wrong. But you just got to, like, agree to disagree to an extent, right? And it's a thing that I think is that whole attitude where, like, agreeing to disagree for a I guess, a minority of people in the K-pop community and stuff like that don't agree to disagree, and they really, really should, right? It's like people don't like the same thing you do. People have different opinions from you. It doesn't mean that they hate you, they hate the group that you like, that they are terrible people, that you need to be a dickhead to them online. That just is the way that it is. And I mean, the internet is just a terrible place in general for that, right? It just brings out the worst in people. So I don't know. And this has turned into something that's not even particularly relevant or, related so much to Big Hit. But I mean, if you're out there and you happen to be watching this and you're doing, and you're personally attacking, members of the group, their personal lives, friends, family, their careers, doing all this other stuff, and just in general posting stuff that is like actually malicious, like legitimately malicious, you should probably consider what you're doing and stop, because I mean, I don't want you to get in trouble, right? And I'm pretty sure that none of you watching this are the people who this statement from Big Hit are, aimed at. But if it is, might want to take a minute to think about what you're doing and just relax. Okay, so that's really all that I've got. So I mean, like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't know what this harassment specifically entails. So if you've got any ideas, you got some things I can search on Google, you got anything really, just links, whatever. The link's not so good because they're going to get caught in spam, and I don't check my spam folder or the comments marked for spam. So just let me know whatever the harassment is, what the details of that are. Let me know down in the comments below, because I'm really interested in that. Because like I said, this thing is super. This seems to me like a very strongly worded statement, and I want to know what's triggered this. So that's really all that I have got for this, news story. So I don't know, maybe you enjoyed watching it. I don't know. If you think other people would like to hear me talk for 13-12 minutes on this, share it, leave a rating. That will be super awesome. It helps me out a great deal. And then if you're interested, check out one of these 2 videos over here at the end of this video, because I think you might like them and you might be interested in, seeing what I have to say in them. So also, hit that subscribe button right there, or click my avatar if you're not subscribed already and you want to stay updated with all of my future content. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.